Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Gang.
Fucking live.
Are we?
Yeah.
Fully? On all, firing on all cylinders?
Firing.
Alright, guys, welcome back to the Coast Connect episode 4. We are your hosts,
Wyland.
Young Herc.
and G-Money.
Gig.
A scatter. So, I think we should do this how we should do it, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That seems like a good schedule.
I mean, that's a lot of work, but I'm
You
down.
think?
Maybe twice a week.
I like the Friday for sure.
Every 3 days.
I don't know, honestly, I do like the 3 days a week, Wednesday, Friday.
It depends on the material.
Yeah, today was kind of slow, man. Like, the news didn't really pick up until, like,
Till that shooting.
4 o'clock.
I didn't
Wasn't
hear
there
about
2
that.
shootings today?
You guys gonna talk about this? Cause
I got the one. But there
There's two?
Yeah, there's
There's
2 shootings. There was one in Connecticut.
No,
Wisconsin?
Michigan? No, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
I didn't even write
But
that
I didn't
down.
even see anything about that on Apple News, like, whatsoever.
It was funny because I popped up active shooter on, like, about 12 today when I was just chilling.
Right, on the Apple News thing, though,
Yeah.
right? But yeah, I didn't see an article about it at all.
Interesting. Maybe they took it down, bro. Conspiracy.
So there's 2 shootings. There was one in, what the fuck did I just say? Wisconsin?
In Pennsylvania.
And there was a second one in Pennsylvania,
Where?
which, that was in Westchester.
Oh.
It was at a nursing home.
God
that's
damn.
Dude, like, you can't
They're
go.
already going out. Like
Yeah, so
maybe there's
apparently,
some rationalization about
was it ATF responded or something like that. They sent out a tweet that there was an active shooter in Westchester, Pennsylvania at a retirement home. And from what I saw, the article was kind of short, but thus far there was 2 fatalities. Nothing about a motive, nothing more telling than that. Just a shooting at a nursing home.
That's not bad.
Just 2. I know, that's like, it's sad that that's the standard.
I know, right?
I was
like, that's not
You're just
bad.
saying like just 2. But, yeah.
Well, it's never, dude, I'm shocked that there's not more.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I feel like let somebody with military and tactical experience walk into a mall with a fully automatic assault rifle and a bunch of magazines, dude. Like, there one day will be a fucking 100 people mass shooting when somebody.
I
knows
thought
what
there
they're
was
doing.
one today when I saw that helicopter flying low.
Oh yeah, that was trippy.
It's
I don't know
fucked
what
up. My mind just goes straight to there. But hey,
The mind's the world.
it's a
is
price
dangerous
of freedom,
place.
bros.
Public shootings.
I know. It's terrible.
Goddamn.
Alright, so wait, there was that. Alright, and I have one other like little news thing for the day as well. So a California surgeon and his girlfriend are being charged and accused with drugging and raping of 2 women. They're a couple, and this was in Newport Beach.
Noobs?
Wow.
Yeah, dude, Newport
Close
Beach.
by.
Yeah, and apparently the surgeon, he was on a reality TV show
What?
previously about how it's like hard to find love being like a medical professional and stuff like that. But apparently he found love and
Yeah,
him
they're
and
just
his
going around raping people.
yeah, well apparently they were like going out to bars as a couple and then luring women back to the apartment and stuff and then drugging them, they said possibly with anesthesia or just other like drugs to, you know, get them all loopy.
Were the
and shit.
person like willingly taking these drugs, or were they just like roofing slips?
From what it sounds like is that they were not willingly.
Oh,
yeah, that
God
they
damn.
were being drugged like
Either way, it's horrible. I was just curious to like the scenario.
It doesn't sound
Yeah.
willingly at all.
yeah, and the police said they found so they confiscated the couple's phone and they found hundreds of videos. So, but they
Hundreds.
It hasn't been confirmed. They're only being charged with 2 counts right now.
How'd they open that bitch?
I don't
They
know.
probably tricked him
What
into
happened to
doing it.
those San Bernardino iPhones that they couldn't open?
That might be a little different. They might not have
It's
a
like-
passcode.
Yeah, you have. If you have a passcode, you're in there.
Oh,
bro.
yeah, well,
like,
I'm talking about-
swimwear. But you can't just like hack that shit, bro.
Yeah, you can't just hack iPhones. It's a little tricky. But anyway, they're only being charged with 2 counts right now, but the police said that based on what they saw on the phone that there could possibly be hundreds of other cases. But they're not sure yet, and it was kind of like a half an article. It's still developing.
Damn.
Yeah, and they were both set on $100,000 bails, and they both made bail today. Yeah.
Wow.
They're
they-
gone. Mexico.
That's it?
Yeah, and they claim that as soon as they get their day in court, they will openly deny the fact that this happened and that these women were drugged. But from what it sounds like is that these guys, as a couple, were...
With 2 guys?
No, a guy and a girl.
Oh, these
I'm
guys.
sorry, East Coast slang. These 2 individuals, as a team, were hunting
Okay.
and preying on women to do
God,
them rape.
$100,000 bail.
That's some weird ass shit.
And that, so
That's
$100,000
nothing.
bail just means $10,000 bail, right? So you only have to
Yeah.
pay 10%.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, that
It's
shit
nothing.
happens all the time. And if he's a surgeon, like, doesn't mean shit.
I mean, it might be first charge. Like they have a good lawyer. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, it sounded like as of right now they had some evidence, but a lot of it might have been circumstantial
You never
Mhm.
know.
until like the full hearing and everything happens.
Yeah, it's probably go to trial.
It's not looking good.
Trial.
Not looking good for
It's not
the
looking good.
Cali rape surgeon couple.
No, it's
Damn.
No.
Yeah. All right, so those are my two little like just news things I saw that I was like,
It's like another Charles Manson.
no, not no one can touch my boy Charlie.
I have just dumb stories today, bro.
What you got?
Should we go stupid pop culture or our boy Drake?
Drake.
Drake.
Our boy Drake. Okay, so dude, he just got in trouble. What? Like that was like 5 days ago.
Not in trouble, just
He got criticized for hanging out with a 16-year-old who's
18.
She's 18. See, this is the confusion of media. But she was 18, but he had pictures of him and her at 16. So they're
Right.
accusing him of grooming.
Where were they?
I don't think they're in London or Nevada, if that's what you're
it,
going to
it
ask. Or
seemed like they were in public places. Like,
yeah, but
from
he
what-
means like state, where was the state laws type
Yeah.
style. However, now he's fucking this girl, Millie Bobby Brown from, what was that, Stranger Things?
Yeah.
She's only 14. And,
Ooh.
and he,
No fucking.
yeah,
way.
buddy.
And what though?
What the fuck?
But this is what happened. I saw the interview. It's like People or Stars or some weird shit, and they're interviewing her, and she's like, "Yeah, I love Drake. I get to text him. He's a mentor, yada yada yada." And they ask her, "What do you text Drake about?" And she's like, like boy troubles and stuff like that. It just
What
did
the
not look
fuck?
good.
That does not look good at
That
all.
sounds sus,
And-
man.
It doesn't look good because, and then she's like, "Yeah, those are the texts. They stay on my phone." Like,
Rizzy,
Oh,
what are
God.
you doing? What
I
is you
mean,
doing, boo-boo?
he's planting seeds, bro.
Planting
It's
seeds
probably
for
being
what?
explained.
They call that
sexually-
grooming
He's probably being sexually
because now he knows in 4 years he
subliminal.
could come back and
Subliminal.
4 years he can come back and tap. He's planting some seeds, watering when
It's-
she's 18.
It's like when you're trying to fuck a chick, but you're not trying to be forward about it, but you bring up sex.
Yeah.
It's probably. I'm not accusing him because I love
Subliminal
Drake.
messaging.
Right.
But
he's-
why is he texting a 14-year-old woman?
I got nothing.
My man's Drake about
36?
boy trouble. He's 31.
Oh, 31. That's
Yeah,
right. We
31,
discussed that. I'm
31.
sorry.
But 14.
There's no 14-year-olds I text.
I don't
like
te- I don't
my
text-
little brother.
I don't.
He's 12.
My brother's 14. I don't even text that fucker. I text him maybe a Tekashi 6ix9ine thing every other fucking month, just because like that's his favorite guy.
Yeah, dude, that's sus.
Sus.
It's
Yeah.
pretty sus, dude.
A person that's.
It's hard to defend you, man, and I'm trying to be like the flip side of the coin and
And
be
it,
like
does,
the
and it doesn't
NPC.
make sense because it's Drake.
I know.
And like
Nobody wants to
And
be
he could
Drake's
pull,
freebie,
bro.
whatever,
No one
yeah.
wants to. He's like
No.
Mr. PC, motherfucking.
Like he's fucking up my vibe with OVO type shit. You know, facts.
Mm.
I don't feel comfortable
Listen, you
drinking.
need to get out of underage people's phones.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
What are you doing, dude?
Even if you guys
Eight-
are friends, talk
Bro,
to person.
I'm 24, and I think an 18-year-old is borderline sus.
Yeah.
Like just by like having a younger sister and shit. Like would I send it? Of course, but it's like I still feel like
But the maturity
kinda
level's not there.
it's not there.
Yeah, I don't. Personally, I mean, 18, when I was different at 18. I was way more mature than 18-year-olds. I've talked to 18-year-old chicks. I'm like, it's funny, after like 2 minutes of conversation, like, yeah, you're fucking 18.
Facts.
And I'm only 22. I'm not saying I'm sitting here old, but
Look at
it
this
just,
guy.
It just shows.
You're like still in like the free range like market. It's not even weird.
I'm always free range.
That's
Until
my
I'm
guy,
31, then I'm not talking to a
No
14-year-old
doubt.
like Drake.
That's different.
It's a free market.
Open air.
I mean, dude, I gave you a pass on the 18-year-old woman all day because she's 18
No
and he's
shit.
31.
Yeah,
Obviously, but he had a
not
picture
this-
of her when she's 16.
Which
now
is
it's
weird.
becoming more sus now that he took pictures of her when she was 16
Mhm.
and now he's talking to this 14-year-old on Stranger Things. Like it's getting strange.
It's just bad. It's just really bad timing, too.
Damn.
yeah.
Watch, next week it's going to be like another 16.
And now, next
And
week it's gonna be
done.
like 12.
Oh, God.
That's
No,
fucked up.
that's really fucked up.
Then I boycott Drizzy in OVO.
I don't know, dude.
I don't want to have to do this.
I don't
Drake,
wanna
don't
have
make
to
me
do
do
that.
this.
Because here's the thing, dude. I didn't like Drake when he first came out. I thought he was fucking.
Dude,
I
You
love
did?
Drake.
I
Yeah,
thought he was
loved it.
fucking.
Yes, dude. Fireworks.
25 coming on 25. That song was alright, but like it wasn't my like jam. It really took me to the album of like just his head. what was that album cover where it's like him as the kid and
Take Care.
Yeah.
Take Care. That's the first album I was like, all right,
Oh wait,
this
or
guy
Thank
is
Me Later.
Yeah, thank me later.
something like that.
Yeah, no,
It's like the clouds in the background in
Yeah,
his
yeah,
head.
yeah, yeah.
That was the first album I was like, all right, this guy's talent.
Oh,
dude.
But I was a little late to the party.
Yes,
It's fair.
obviously.
I don't know. Dude.
It's okay.
I just didn't vibe.
but now Drake's my boy.
Now,
Yeah.
dude, yeah, especially after the one with Future.
Oh yeah, the Future
That was
Drake
fire.
album.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That was good. Yeah.
Do you have another? What was the other?
The stupid ones are. This one that just made me think of you.
Me?
Yeah, because
I'm scared.
so Kylie Jenner, my woman, she
Is it about
just
the-
tried cereal and milk for the first time.
I saw
What?
it. There's
And
no
it made me
fucking
think. And it
way,
made me
bro.
think of you for
I don't
not doing
believe
what
it.
was that peanut butter and jelly sandwich or some shit.
No, jam on toast.
Jam on toast.
is fire.
Never
Fire.
tried it until like literally a month ago.
But really, drinking milk.
No, milk with her cereal. She tried cinnamon
Bitch,
toast crunch.
What?
She said she
Get
just
the
liked it.
fuck
dry.
out.
There's no
Nah,
fucking
bro.
way, dude.
That's what she
No
How
tried.
have you
way.
gone your whole life and been like, I have this genius idea. I bet you no one's ever thought of it. Milk on my cereal. Like, she probably felt real good about herself. Like, I'm about to change the
All
fucking
gourmet
world.
and shit. Like
Right.
she never fuck. She probably never made her own food.
I mean, dude, she's a self-made billionaire. I love that chick. Her sister only has 30 mil. Her sister only has 30 mil.
I have mixed
I like
feelings
this
about
shit.
the Kardashians and the Jenners, especially
I
Caitlyn.
mean-
But
I say profit off your fucking popularity. Who fucking cares?
I respect that.
I mean, but I am
No,
wearing the
of
Trump
course.
shirt, so like, fuck.
Capitalist.
All right, and then the other thing was a little more heartwarming. Space Jam 2 with LeBron James.
Oh, I did
No
see that.
way.
That's what's up. I'm
Is it
about it.
a-
I'm kind
no
of about
way.
it.
What did it say? The Black Panther director is directing
I don't know
the
who's
movie?
directing it, but I just saw the fucking teaser picture with Bugs Bunny
Is it real?
and LeBron James for the Lakers now, so I like it.
Is it real?
It's real, yeah.
Okay.
It was announced.
I did see that across my
It's
searches.
fucking up my whole childhood right now.
What, dude?
Dude, Space Jam was Space Jam.
I know, it's gonna be hard to beat that.
Bro,
That
you
was
can't just
awesome.
whip out the Jays. Like, what is he gonna whip out the LeBrons type shit? Like, is it gonna be
He
like
probably
that?
should be whipping out them Kobe's, but I don't know.
Watch, he's gonna pull out J's.
I
Probably
would
is.
not doubt it. I would not doubt it.
People are gonna go see it though.
I'll
Like, if you
I
love
won't
the
watch
first
it in theaters, but I'll wait. You know,
Yeah.
that comes out.
one- Alright.
Definitely.
I like the Space Jam movie, but it doesn't hold that special place like it does for a lot of people. For me personally,
I liked it a lot,
Oh,
but I was
Space
just a
Jam,
little,
no doubt.
young when that shit came out.
Agreed.
I don't even know when the fuck. When year did that come out? I
Like
just-
99.
Yeah, 99,
Okay,
98,
okay.
or some shit. I think it was 98.
I need to watch that again, dude.
It's
Honestly,
great.
we should put that on
It
later.
was great.
All right, run it back.
I got
Big Hurts.
I got something.
What you got?
Yeah, it's a little pop culture. I mean, apparently, The Weeknd and Daft Punk are being sued over
What?
the song Starboy.
I did see
And
that.
you know,
The
I
Weeknd.
love The Weeknd.
And I love, dude. That was my
EXO.
7th grade fucking sweetheart, Daft Punk.
EXO, TWOD.
Been
A live
AXO,
album.
It's
Ooh.
gotta go.
It's gotta go. But apparently,
Alive.
this bitch named Yasmina, legal name Yasmin Muhammad, claims in a fucking Manhattan federal court that Starboy is similar to a song that she wrote in 2009 called Yoo-Hoo.
Can we pull this shit up? Where's my phone?
I fucking listened to it. The fucking, it's not even the beat that's similar, it's the way that she's speaking in the rhythm. So I'll get into
The
it.
flow.
Yeah, the flow.
It's the cadence.
It doesn't make
That's
sense
fucking
at all.
stupid.
And listen to this shit. So apparently, the lawsuit claims that the Starboy's hook is virtually identical copy of Huyo's, which it's not because I listened to it.
Which is not.
Uh,
He's defending this hard already.
for real, word up, because I love The Weeknd.
Same.
Abel is my boy. Yeah, I don't even Huyo's hook. The material repeats every 2 measures during Starboy's 8
Can we pull
measure
this up?
verse.
It's gonna be a little complicated.
No.
Yeah, it's a little much.
Just trust when I say the way she's speaking kind of resembles what The Weeknd, how he was speaking, but
It's The Weeknd, bro. He just came up with that shit off the fly.
yeah, like I mean, even still, like bitch, like the way your verses measure up and the way it's timed, like that's not, bitch, you don't have that copyrighted. Anyway, I'm gonna get further into this. So here's where this shit gets twisted. So the same chick who's suing The Weeknd is also suing her own record label called The Squad and its producers, claiming they settled with The Weeknd, cutting her out of the deal.
So they sold the flow?
I guess sold the flow.
That's fucking stupid.
Stupid.
How do you sell a flow?
How do you sell a flow?
all music comes from other like, especially me in the metal world. Like, I've listened to metal songs where I'm like, ooh, that sounds a whole lot like whatever.
Like,
or especially in rap, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, dude, like that flow is damn near the same as the other one, but you can't fucking copyright that.
You want to hear the yammer though?
Yeah.
So apparently the Squad's lawyer told the Post that the Squad owns the music, Yasmina does not.
So then the Squad's like, we don't fucking care.
Yeah, we don't give a fuck what you say at all.
So bitch is wrong.
You haven't, like, you fucked up with your record deal type shit. So
Even if they did,
So basically, she's
fucked.
just crying to get some money.
exactly,
Because it was like a
her
hit.
career is hurting right now.
Oh, dude, as a musician, you have to have those hits that like everyone plays. It has to be timeless. You're not making
I mean,
cash.
there's only like 200,000 views on fucking YouTube.
Really? The
Yeah.
Weeknd, Starboy?
No.
Oh,
that one's
Yasmina
like
does.
I was gonna say 200 million, some shit like that.
Yeah.
Fuck, damn.
So Weeknd, point for the Weeknd.
Bro, and Daft Punk, bro. On a side note, those guys are rock stars, bro. Since like in the '90s, bro. Like I've followed their history. They would not do some weird shit like that.
Yeah, they could make their own hits. They don't need some
Yeah, we
no
don't-
name bitch.
Exactly. It's
They
all
don't need
bullshit.
like those guys only work with fucking talent.
It's all bullshit.
Facts.
Absolutely. All right. Anything else with that?
No, that was it. Just that I had to rep EXO to the
Yeah.
death.
EXO
To the death.
always.
Yeah.
If you want to get laid, listen to the Weeknd.
Oh, always.
Freaky shit.
That's some sensual,
I
passionate
making
shit.
love with
Making
that.
love.
I'm thinking of it right now.
Oh, okay, relax. Don't get in your pants. Oh God.
That's the first time for everything on live.
Alright, Poland. All right, you go.
Should I do the one we were
The Yammer?
debating on?
Oh yeah, do that
Oh,
one.
God.
This is the Gabe Yammer. I came up with it too, but Gabe was already like mid
I need you
research,
to
so I let him go.
Talk to me about this.
All right, so
Oof.
this is how I labeled it in my book: fat fucks.
Jesus.
Oh
come on,
Jesus,
dude.
bro, we're live.
I don't give a fuck. This is good. This was gonna come out eventually, so it's gonna come out now. So this was this huge, massive article through the Huffington Post. What was it called? Like, everything we know about obesity is wrong. Pretty much some shit like that. Okay.
Well,
So-
let's present it in a non-biased
I'm
fucking
about
way.
to. I'm about to. So, according to this shit in the article, the CDC says 80% of adults and 1/3 of kids meet clinical definition of obesity. Now, I want to clarify. The clinical definition of obesity,
Well, apparently I'm fucking
it's a little
obese.
tight.
I'm
Either-
obese because my BMI says I'm obese.
Right. So those standards are a little tight, which is why I think that 80% of adults is in there, because we all have that vision in our head of somebody that's obese, and that is not the CDC standard.
Yeah.
So I will say that. But also, more Americans struggle with quote unquote extreme obesity, which by the
Extreme.
CDC
That's what we think.
standards is what we think of.
Yeah.
Struggle more with that than Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, and HIV all put together. So that's a fuck ton of people.
I mean, it's the leading cause of cardiovascular disease.
Correct. Now, also, Wyland thought this was necessary to put in. Half of 3 to 6 year old women, girls, worry about being fat.
The only reason I say that is because I have a sister, and me and my brother used to be dicks, and she told
Is she
me
chunky?
she's not even chunky, bro. We were just douchebags.
You're an asshole.
We'd call her we'd
dickhead.
we'd call her hairy arms and shit. Just like
You're
me and-
fucking
we're
asshole,
big
bro.
brothers, bro. She'd be pulling my hair in the back of a car. I'm just
Look,
trying to
you little
fucking
fat
go
bitch.
on my little exactly. I never called her chunky though. I think that's more my brother's ski, but I could see how like young kids are thinking about it. But I remember my little cousin who's like was 6 saying he wants to eat butter to get fat because he was a Gabe, he was a little skinny and shit.
That's not.
I'm like, buddy. He's like, I want to get fat. I'm like, dude, like chill out, buddy.
It's
You're
not
fine.
true,
You're gonna
bro.
be a tall fucking
Lanky
beast, bro.
motherfucker.
Yeah. Just
So-
chill out, dude. You're like 6.
I just want to, for my family, we are a family of thin people. Our metabolisms are fucking A1, dude.
Mm.
So I just want to preface that.
No, bro, you're all skin and bones over here.
Dude, this guy's going to the gym. He lost 5 pounds. I don't even
Yeah,
know.
it makes no
That
fucking
happens.
sense. But also, so these are more of the facts. Meanwhile, a quarter of non-overweight people, in quotes, lean, unhealthy people, are twice.
This was just one article.
Yeah,
right?
the skinny, non-overweight people are twice as likely to get diabetes than, and this is in quotes from the article, fit, fat people.
Fit fat people.
I swear to
What
God.
the fuck?
And they claim that habits have more to do with health than weight. Pretty much is what they were getting.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know how we walk. Like,
And I know, like, back in the day, dude, I was eating, like, I eat some nasty junk food. I'll eat sugar. I have a serious problem with drinking soda, and that's unhealthy. That's really unhealthy. You can get skinny people diabetes that way. But,
too.
dude, but the problem I had with the article is how much they were trying to defend obese people.
I mean, I just call it lazy, bro. And, like, being comfortable being lazy. Like, everyone knows Pringles and fucking hot dogs all day it's not gonna be good for you.
Yeah, and
Don't try to say that's healthy, bro.
it was
I mean, look at me.
a lot of, like, the doctors.
Dirty bowl, bro. You probably in that fucking.
There were a lot of people were saying, like, oh, the doctors.
You might be the fit
contribute
fat
to large-
fucks they're talking about.
No, I'm fucking obese, dude. Apparently, fuck.
But they were basically saying a lot that the doctors had a lot to do with this because doctors and pediatricians and family doctors don't have enough knowledge to be like giving
Doctors
proper
don't have
advice to deal with it rather than like nutritionists who this is all they do. And
So
or advice
bloggers
they
know
would-
more than my doctor.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Sounds like some Twitter shit.
And I mean, dude, I think the article's horseshit because the people they have tons of pictures of people that they use and give them like their daily lives and what they go through. I'm sorry, these people are fucking fat. It just, I'm not.
It's
even,
like the cover of Cosmopolitan, that one chick.
Oh my
She
God.
is fit,
God.
bro.
That's giving the wrong message to young girls.
It is. It like
bad.
I don't care if I sound like an asshole. I don't care if I sound insensitive. I don't fucking like
Well, we're not the sensitive fucking.
obese people, and I
guys.
don't like that we try to support a healthy body image of obese people. Just because you give me a picture of some nice looking fat fuck and give me their nice little life story, so I'm supposed to feel bad for them. No, that's not how it works. I don't support people being too thin either. I think you should be active, you should be conscientious of what you eat and try to take care of your body. Granted, I have like Hep C and cirrhosis and I'm literally a walking bag of shit, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm still not going to sit here and for a second be like, any form of obesity.
You're not gonna say be like me.
Right, at all.
Well, first people have to learn to love themselves.
That's true.
You know.
Yeah, but
And be comfortable with people calling you a fat fuck.
yeah, there's like that
Because-
awesome meme I saw where it's like this dude was like 400 pounds and he had his best friend text him every day for 2 years, fat fuck, in the morning, and then this dude lost like 200.
Well, that's
some
your
pounds.
boy, dude. You could always. I think it's just people who don't have friends that only live in the internet, because the internet's fucking evil, bro. We're on the internet
Yeah.
and we're pretty mean, but I'm
Well,
trying to be like that.
And I just don't like, and it comes from nobody wants to speak up about it to the friends of the person who's super overweight.
But I
because we
don't
want to hurt
I
feelings.
think it's the friends that have the people who have no friends really like.
Nah, you know the fat guy who's got tons of friends.
Yeah, and those guys like being fat, bro.
Yeah, it's just mind blowing to me. I don't know, dude. Anytime I see the supporting of obesity or being,
Like, don't tell me heart conditions are.
No.
yeah,
No, that's type 2 diabetes written all over it.
I think it was a fluff piece. Who wrote that?
some skinny dude, from what I could gather.
I mean, that's all over the place, though. Like we were saying about the Cosmopolitan fucking
It's
bullshit.
a clickbait.
What
man.
the fuck?
But dude, if that was clickbait, that was a very eloquently done
That's
clickbait.
ter-
I'll be
That's a
honest.
terrible message.
BMI is a horrible way to judge if someone's fat.
I agree.
True.
I agree.
And maybe that's the one piece that's off, and now they're trying to fucking twist it into saying like fat people are fit as fuck.
Yeah, that quote, "fit fat people" is the dumbest shit
I guess
I've
I'm in
ever
that
heard.
category.
I mean, grab your belly.
But you're not fat. Anybody who sees you is like, nobody's like, that dude's fat. That dude's shredded. There's
I mean, you could
total
shred up, bro,
difference.
if you just go clean bulk.
You saying I'm a fucking shredded?
Like, look at this guy.
I know.
Anybody think he's fat? No.
Consent.
Here's my consent.
Yeah, I don't know.
So,
I'm definitely biased towards super overweight people. I don't like them. They gross me out. They annoy the ever living
well, they're
shit
destroying
out
the
of me.
environment. Let's not forget about that.
Yeah, do you think of our carbon footprint?
Think about all that extra burgers they're doing. Dude.
Greenhouse gas.
Oh, bro, you're talking to the wrong guy with the Trump shirt
Yeah,
on, bro.
you're barking up the wrong tree with me. I never want to hear the defense. I don't want to hear the talk back about it, how I'm wrong or insensitive, because I don't care.
About what?
Anyone trying to defend this about like how I need to be more sensitive or conscientious towards overweight.
Oh, I thought you were
people.
talking about the damn environment.
There's a problem with it. But there's a problem with the acceptance part. Like people, I feel as though they accept it
Doesn't
when
mean
they shouldn't. Like as a. As
I mean,
like
accept
a,
love
as a
where you
regular
are.
kid. Yeah, love who you are, but don't accept the fact that you're basically
healthy.
killing yourself slowly. by being that much overweight.
And you want people to start making comments about your weight?
Yeah, and like even girls who are obese feel as though they're obese because they have that self-image problem.
Right.
And that's where the love yourself comes into play. There's a difference, and that whole BMI bullshit is fucked up. It's so fucked up. Like, it's fucked up.
I agree.
It's probably fucked up.
I could rant about this for 20
mean-
minutes, so.
What am I eating right now?
Chicken and
But that's what I mean. This is what we
This
eat
is
by
like-
accident.
this
This
is like-
wasn't planned. We just eat chicken that's seasoned totally normally in Brussels sprouts. But like nobody here is trying to watch their figure either. You know what I mean? Like that's
I'm
just
trying to
what
get
we
Bro,
eat.
we have
so-
chili dogs on the reg.
Right.
Fuck. Chili cheese dogs.
It's just but we supplement it with like working out
yeah.
And walking.
and walking.
See, and that's another thing. People fucking don't walk anymore.
I hate walking.
Everybody, I know you do, but everybody fucking uses their car. The fucking store can be right down
I'll
the block.
bike though. Bike's fun.
A store can be right down the block, and a person would rather get in their car and go to the store for a
Yeah.
pack of cigarettes.
Definitely.
Unless you're like in Newport with no fucking goddamn parking, or New York.
Yeah, everyone's walking.
That's different.
Yeah, that's it.
And but you
I
guys
mean, but even
are
if you-
so much more used to walking on the
But
East
even
Coast.
if you look at fucking Europe,
They do not.
Goofy ass Europe, bro.
They
I
do
don't
not have the same weight issues we do
no,
here.
they don't. They don't have the obesity
I
rates. They
think
don't have the
London's getting
cardiovascular-
close, boys.
Yeah, not
Or
even,
England.
but not even close. Dude.
Yeah, it's
We're
not.
Dude, Mexico, bro. They just passed us. That's not Europe. I'm just fucking.
But it's funny because in Europe they'll eat smaller portions, and they'll have it drawn out.
They'll eat over a long period of time.
Over a long
Spanish
period of
people
time.
eat for like 3 hours. That's why I
And
think it
they'll have
takes you so long to
smaller
eat fucking
portions.
food,
They'll
bro.
have smaller portions as well. Yeah, you know what they call a quarter pounder in France?
Royale
Diabetes.
cheese.
Royale with cheese.
Mm.
Yeah, full fiction reference.
That's right.
Oh yeah, jeez.
All right, that was a good one.
Yeah,
You
thank
got
you.
a banger?
I do. I have a somewhat banger that's very.
All right, I got one that'll set Gabe off in a little bit.
Okay, well we'll get to that next because this one's gonna stir up the pot a little.
Mm.
So why is dental work so expensive?
Please tell me, because I got the most dick tooth in the world.
Because they want you to go to Mexico for fucking.
Well, I'll get to
half
that as
price.
well. I'll get to that as well. Don't fucking rush me, alright? So, I mean, according to HuffPost, don't say it's fake news, motherfucker. Anyway, the National Association of Dental Plans in 2007, in 2007, slightly more than half of all Americans had dental insurance. This was 2007.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably lower now. So the typical dental plan is 50% of the copay for complicated procedures like crowns and bridges.
Okay.
And there's like loopholes within the insurance. So let's say, okay, so they have this thing called the missing tooth clause. If you fucking had lost a tooth prior to getting that insurance plan, they would not cover it. They wouldn't even cover the 50%. It would have to be all out of pocket. Yeah. Yep.
Is that still in it, or is that? From
That's a thing.
In a lot of probably
In a lot of
dental
plans. In a lot of plans, they call it that missing tooth clause, which is
Damn.
bullshit
The real
because
original
you're paying
thing.
for it. So, and then it's fucked up even more because the limit coverage. Typical plans only have a coverage of $1,500 a year, with the rest out of pocket.
A year.
All out of pocket. Yeah, $1,500 a year.
I think you can't do shit with
Motherfucker,
that.
a cleaning costs like $600, bro, and that's taken off.
That's why
$1,500.
they like only recommend twice a year.
Yeah, and then they had this little fucking reference like, okay, that's shit compared to your
Medical.
kid's $6,000 braces that he got on.
Right.
Well,
yeah.
that's different. That's orthopedic shit.
Doesn't matter. It's all insurance based.
Interesting.
So, and it depends on what your coverage is and whatever have you. So that's why many people postpone dental visits, putting their overall health at risk
No doubt.
because of the fucking cost.
No doubt.
Dude, I can't afford to go in because this tooth is bad, and I've said it before. I can't chew on the right side of my
if
mouth.
you can charge that as if you can't eat, I'm fairly certain you could charge that as a medical condition, and your medical insurance will pay for a dental operation.
I think, but
I
it
put
gets
money on
hairy
that.
because, like, dude,
They
like,
don't want to pay for it, obviously.
to get this
but-
yanked is like $600. You got me fucked up. I would
to get
just
it yanked.
eat with the left side of my
Just
mouth.
get it yanked. And that's not even, it could probably even be more than that because there's no definite fucking charge for it until you had the work done.
Sorry.
And that's what I was going to
Go
get to
ahead.
too. So the money issue, dental care costs have been increasing at a faster rate than traditional medical care all around.
So it's getting more
It's
expensive?
getting more expensive.
And nothing's changing. They're not making amazing dental advances.
Exactly.
Well,
It's been
They only
staying
changed the braces. That's cheaper.
Well-
Now you could do the Invisalign, but like 3D printer from something.
Yeah, but apparently the Bureau of Labor statistics between 2008 and 2012 within the healthcare prices of hospital services, nursing home care, and adult daycare services rose at higher rates of annual inflation than dental care.
Do you know what that means? Because I don't.
Yeah, so basically, due to inflation, the prices of these, like nursing homes, nursing home cares, adult daycare, hospital services, have decreased due to inflation.
Oh, but dental,
has not.
That's fucking retarded.
That makes sense.
Okay.
So, due to this, the price of dental work. Due to this, the increase of the price of dental work, dentists on average are now making more money than many physicians.
That's ass.
Your regular doctors, your pediatricians.
Damn, so the golden age of dentistry's coming back.
It's fucking here, bro. It's been here for the longest.
No, it was down for a minute.
I know, they always had that stigma, but I think that was the fucking media, though.
Dude, dentists are fucking shiesty little
Shiesty,
cunts.
Dude, they are shiesty,
God,
bro.
I fucking hate
Shiesty.
dentists.
Bro, my dentist once told me, he's like, when I was in dentist school, my teacher taught me how to make the perfect crown. And we spent fucking all day making this shit. Perfect. And then he said, never make it like that again, because you'll never have a customer again. And
Oh.
I was like, God damn, this guy's on my teeth!
Oh, man. God.
So I've been not wanting to go back to that guy. I've been trying to find a new dentist.
So, I got more to this shit. So, you know how I was saying
He
that...
taught me how to make it perfect and said never again.
So you know how I was saying that the dentist makes more than many physicians. So the American Dental Association, 2009, it said the average net income for dentists in private practice was $192,680 a year.
That's ridiculous.
All right, I got more. The orthodontists and other specialists like surgeons make $305,820 a year,
You got me fucked up.
and it's probably lesser, below, but
Is
still.
that profits, dude?
That's fucking annual fucking income.
Okay.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, they damn near
I thought you meant like maybe a
No,
dentistry.
that's annual income. And so the average physician, like a pediatrician or like a regular doctor, make about $173,000 a year.
That's it?
That's
You
it.
think-
That's a lot of money. I mean,
think
in
it'd be
retrospect,
But in comparison to a fucking dentist,
Oh,
that's
dentist.
stupid.
yeah, they deal with a lot more medical issues.
You got a lot more variety. You
Yeah.
got like 6 things that can go wrong at a dentist.
That's some fucked up shit.
So, and then going back to how, like you were saying, it costs like $600 to get that tooth pulled. So basically, finding out in advance like what you'll have to pay out of your own pocket for dental work is practically impossible.
Mm.
It's practically impossible for you to even
Getting an accurate
an
estimate. That's so
Yeah. And so I was doing some research about Mexico and U.S. prices and shit like that. So apparently in Mexico, and this is why a lot of people go to Mexico.
Oh, my grand.
Dental work. So apparently in Mexico, one dental implant costs about $1,600, just one. And the U.S., the low end is $2,950 and then the high end is $6,500.
I've heard that Mexico is literally about 50% cheaper to go get your teeth done.
Yeah, it makes
Bro,
sense.
and it's fine, bro. They've been doing dentistry since like the 1900s,
It's the same
bro. It's the
schooling.
same
Yeah, it's-
schooling. It's fucking.
It's not like they get a shitty Mexico version.
But you
Yeah.
might get better drugs when they put you down, but that's about it.
Probably all the same, dude. Probably way cheaper too. So that's what I had on that, and I mean, it goes a lot to do with your insurance and about how the fucking payouts so fucking low, about your co-pays and shit like that, and what your your annual fucking thing to be able to pay with. $1,500 isn't shit when you got fucking 4 teeth you need to get pulled, crowns and implants. That costs like $30,000 in the U.S.
Could just always
alone
lost.
out of pocket.
Dude, when I went right before I got my wisdom teeth out to get all my teeth out and everything in my mouth fixed that needed to be fixed, it was $13,000, and out of pocket we still had to pay $1,000. I was like, what?
That's some good ass
That's
insurance,
good.
bro.
That's good.
No.
50% should have have had to pay $6,000 out of pocket.
Oh
$6,500.
shit, dude! I didn't have $1,000, so I was like, "Fuck it, fix the one tooth that absolutely needs to be fixed." I still had to walk out of there and pay $280. I was like, "What the fuck, dude?"
That's
That was my Christmas present from my mom. She fixed my teeth.
Here you
It's
go,
a damn
bud.
good prick-
That's a
Christmas
damn
present
good
shit.
present.
And that's the
Take
fucked up
that.
part. I'm about to call my mom again and be like, Mom, I need you to give me another Christmas present. I need you to fix my teeth again. Because it's absurd, dude. I've asked people, like, yo, would you feel comfortable ripping out my tooth? I'd rather do that and risk infection than have to pay whatever I have to pay to get the
Yeah,
tooth
no,
out.
that's a risky business right there.
I know, everyone talked me out of it.
Yeah, that's a no. That's a no go. What? Wyland, do you have anything to add on this?
Go to Mexico. Viva la
Go to
Mexico.
Mexico and get it done.
Agreed.
Honestly,
Facts. We could take a trip.
they should just legalize Mexico.
Legalize Mexico. Just legalize it.
I'm way more. I might be having the Trump shit, but I'm way more pro Mexico than any of these fucking guys, bro. So Poland wants a U.S. military base, and they want to call it Fort Trump. I say run it.
What? Is it dedicated to Trump?
Well, they want more U.S. military presence there.
Oh, so that's why they're
Yeah.
fucking naming it Trump.
That's ridiculous.
That's stupid.
Just for the fact because they know if like, hey, we want more troops, we'll name it after
Well,
you. He's
they-
gonna be like, run
For
it.
what?
Here's the thing: they will pay $2 billion to make it, which is a lot of money for like a small ass country like that, Poland.
It's a military base.
For us,
For us.
a
Yeah, we
U.S.
do that all the
military
time.
base.
What the fuck we need to be there for?
Because, bro,
They want our
They want-
military support in their country.
they want our military presence there, so them Russians don't be sneaking.
Yeah, I know.
in.
Russians right
Sneaky
there.
boys.
I mean,
Sneaky.
It's funny. It would not surprise me. Trump's gonna do it. He's like,
He's
what's
gonna-
it named again? Run it.
run it.
Let's. I like the sound of that.
You're not getting the reaction out of me you anticipated. So I have nothing to
Also,
say.
What?
there was two more things. So Puerto Rico is asking Trump, their governor Ricardo Rosello, for statehood again. They always ask us. What do you guys think about that?
Making Puerto Rico for statehood?
Yeah.
No, I just don't like 51 states.
I don't want
That's
to
it.
change my flag either.
Me either.
But
You mean 50%?
and honestly, the name Puerto Rico just doesn't sound
I
American.
mean, we have Hawaii.
That's right when I said Puerto Rico, Hawaii came in my mind too the first time.
Yeah, Hawaii doesn't.
And
sound
also, like, think
American.
about like
I feel like Puerto Rico's a country
Calif-
of its own.
it is. Maybe they should just try to be their own country.
Yeah, and have us.
They just want the U.S. like benefits.
Exactly.
But yeah, you're right.
That's it.
Aren't they a What are they?
They're a province.
No, fucking
A territory, a U.S.
Yeah, yeah,
territory.
There you go. They're on a coin. They're on a quarter. Leave them alone.
They're on a quarter.
I'm pretty sure they
I
are.
think they want more access to like hurricane funds and shit. I mean,
I doubt it.
I just
I would
think
look
it's
at the
not
numbers, like
51
how much
states.
taxes do they pay, blah blah blah.
Yeah, is it
The thing
beneficial?
that I'm fucking tripping out at, and the reason why it won't happen in Trump's reign, is because
Speak Spanish.
not that, nothing to do with Spanish. It's the fact they don't vote Democrat, and their state would be another blue state added.
Mm-hmm.
So it won't be in Trump. It might be in the next Obama term.
They tried to do that with
Or
Obama too,
Democrat.
though. You know what I mean? And he was still like, they kind of just like ignored it, like, oh, okay.
Brush it under the.
I just don't like 51 states. It sounds weird. It's an odd number.
We got enough.
Yeah.
No.
I don't like odd numbers.
Fuck that.
I mean, we were pushing it with Alaska. Dude.
I'll ask what the fuck do they do? Freeze.
They give us a lot of oil and crabs,
Yeah,
dude.
pipeline.
Oh, that's true. Crabs come from there. Never mind. You good, Alaska. My fault.
And I want to visit there, bro. I heard it's nice.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
So many mountains and shit.
Yeah.
I'm a mountain.
Beautiful.
Mountaineer. The last thing is North and South Korea.
Ooh.
They sign a commitment to end an era, or a commitment to an era of no war.
Don't trust that fucker.
That was all the
What was
reaction.
the
Don't
other
trust
thing,
that
though?
guy.
Because I saw a blurb about that North Korea would...
They would still. They're
No.
supposed to be denuclearizing their whole entire.
I don't believe
And
it.
they would get rid
But
of their
I
main...
think everyone thinks they're just doing that to like appease Trump,
Just
and
for
so they
show,
can go
yeah.
around the back and
Exactly.
yada yada.
Some bullshit.
I mean, let's say even if the leader truly thinks he's doing good or whatever,
South Korea or
there's an
North?
oligarchy, North Korea.
Okay.
There's an oligarchy around that guy, and they're like, yo, we're still building these damn nukes. Fucking
Yeah, he could
Exactly.
run it. The guys on the science payrolls, run it.
Yeah.
If we get it, we're good.
Dude, North Korea doesn't give a fuck. I love the thing. They were like at the UN, basically, and the UN was confronting them about the fact that they had pretty much concentration camps, and that was the term they used. Their response was, well, we don't call them concentration camps, so we don't have those. North Korea don't give a fuck, bro. They're like,
You
fuck
can't,
you
you
guys.
can't trust that guy.
You cannot trust that country or
Straight
that
dictator,
guy.
bro. You cannot
Yeah.
trust that dude.
No, he was. It
Looks
was
good on paper.
It looks good on paper, and they're like smiling. It looks like an awesome shot, but
Of
that's
course.
fucking propaganda.
Of course.
Also, when they like allow our troops in there to go search for that shit, or like UN in there, or some sort of European country, or
That's kind of
something.
like the Iran deal was kind of like supposed to be the deals that like.
But
we
we're
could
not
go
going to be
in-
dropping bombs in there, bro.
Where?
In North Korea, we just want to check, make sure they don't got nukes being built. Because imagine if a nuke
It's
hit
so
LA.
hard if they have it underground. Like,
Dude, I just popped the cyst
Oh
behind my
damn,
ear.
you're right.
you know, you just don't have them.
You can't like just search a whole country, bro.
No, dude. No.
You can take a while.
I don't even think you
Not
could search.
really.
Like, dude, do you not like? We have so many fucking,
So many hidden facilities.
so many mountains and.
Like, it's ridiculous. Fucking facilities in mountains. Like, come on.
Dude, yeah.
dude, North Korea's a shithole. I would
You
not
hit
wanna be
one
on that
button,
search
the,
and rescue.
Fucking rock opens up. You climb in that rock later.
Yeah, no,
So
fuck
that was the last
Don't
thing.
trust that motherfucker at all.
Fuck you,
I-
Kim Jong Un, your dumbass hair.
I'm out of dumb stuff.
Alright. That
I,
shit.
I only had like in 30 minutes to prepare. I was fucking out of it.
What you got first, Gabe?
Alright, so this is
Oh,
a
Yammer?
this is just a good question because it's gonna you're not I know what your answer is gonna be. So this comes from a book I'm reading. It's called Ethics in the Real World. So it's all about questions that are supposed to make you think, right?
Okay.
Should adult incest be illegal?
Of course.
Yes.
Why?
It's fucking disgusting.
Other than
And
It creates.
and you create retards,
Yeah,
full
it
retards.
creates like hemophilia and shit like that. You know,
Okay.
a lot of genetic disorders.
so if that's the main goal because we want to protect children, so autism runs in my family, right?
Of course. Look at
Um, that should, if that's the main reason to protect children,
Yeah.
then you'd have to apply that logic to everybody to pre-test everyone for genetic problems like that. If that's the logic,
So
right?
we got a comment.
No, it's just more prevalent in incest.
It is, but also think this. So there was a case in Lisping, if I'm saying that correctly, where the guy wanted to fuck his sister, but he had a vasectomy.
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
I
Take out
mean,
the baby
bruh,
thing.
on all reality,
That
you're
oh.
both adults. You should be able to do what the
Right.
fuck you want. I get freedom term, but like, I'm not about making that, like, even exploring that territory.
And in what, and you made the point, in what other way does the government get involved with two consenting adults and what they can do sexually? I'm not saying I'm for this at all, but
I'm
just
sure
saying
it's
this
legal
is
in
the-
like San Francisco, bro.
I get what you're saying, and I get where you're coming from. I don't know. Blood's blood, dude.
I mean,
That's just-
dude, I think it's gross. I don't think it ever should be a thing, but there's people in the world that are like, dude, I just want to fuck my sister so bad.
I
For
mean,
some reason.
if we had this conversation in Arkansas type style or West Virginia,
West Virginia.
West Virginia.
They're going to be like, well, fuck that, man. We want it.
but no offense there. I just the last thing I had
No
of
offense there.
that's just the fact. Like I read earlier. You guys are fucked.
I mean, that's what I know. It causes genetic anomalies. A lot
It's-
of things can go wrong.
We're genetically designed to not even think like that too.
No,
So
and-
there's something fucked up with the individual off the back.
And the only reason, I mean, the main reason why you have sex is
Procreation.
Yeah, procreate. Exactly. Well,
Well, I mean,
in
generally,
scientific terms, all the animals don't have sex for pleasure. They
and
have
most
sex
people
for-
are scientifically attracted to what they find is the most fertile of the other person. It's not like
What?
yeah, whatever. Dude, I read this study. It said whatever you think is the most likely for them to carry a healthy baby, you're more attracted to health. Is what I'm getting at. And
Well, yeah, I'd
Yeah.
rather fuck the healthy chick than the crackhead.
all day.
Yeah.
But especially like wider hips, they're more likely to be able to pop
Mm.
out the baby.
Some good ass childbearing hips.
Fucking bigger tits, the baby could like
More milk.
maybe more milk. I don't really know what the science behind
No,
that
I get
is,
it. I get
but
it. Yeah.
I'm not, and
If
please.
it's fertile girls generally more estrogen, bigger tits types.
I feel as though that's like a primal. That's a
Yes.
primal thing.
And I am not for a second saying I'm for this. But
I
it's
don't know.
just
You brought it up, bro.
It's just
I mean-
because it's an interesting question when you read the other side of it. It's like, well, fuck.
I mean, didn't Adam fuck Eve?
Yeah, there's that. That's why Catholicism sucks.
Aren't they like? I mean,
Dude, side note.
so
I
hey,
just-
on side note, after you,
I just blew the biggest cyst behind my ear.
God damn.
God, dude.
Sorry, dude. It fucking.
Stop fucking
Side note,
hurts.
one person they commented,
What was her name?
technically U.S. invaded PR back in the day. So we invaded
Puerto
that
Rico.
country. Yeah, Puerto Rico back in the day.
Add it to the list of U.S. fuck ups.
I mean,
no, come
maybe
on.
we should. I'm gonna do some research on Puerto Rico and get back to you guys.
You said the
Yeah.
comment.
Well, it's our territory. We own it now.
Oh, I'm supposed to give a shout out.
Ashley Connor.
Oh, okay. I'm supposed to give
Shout out to
shout-outs
Jordan.
Shout-outs.
to a super hot mom. Her name's Amy.
Shut the
Oh,
fuck
shout
I
up.
cannot wait
Shout out.
to fuck her face.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
Whoa, whoa.
That was I was literally, those were my instructions.
Okay.
Don't fucking woe me.
Alright.
Second shout out is to Jordan.
Jordan Money.
Jordan.
On the
Jordan?
plane right now.
Jordan T in Joy, North Carolina. Get a cookout tray for me, my
Oh,
guy.
yeah, send us some pics of
Wyatt.
the real wreckage. There's so much fake news I can't even tell if the hurricane even happened, but
Wyatt, for your beautiful amateur porn stash. You're doing great.
Mm.
And your beautiful girlfriend.
you should
who we
fly
all
that thing.
adore so
I think
much.
you should fly that thing half mast,
What
bro.
happened to Chica?
What chica?
Asha?
The one in the comments last time?
Yeah.
Oh, Adrian.
Adrian.
We
Mm.
apologize.
Thank you, Adrian, for watching.
Yes, we appreciate you.
And
very
we
much.
had no watchers.
And
This
shout
time.
out to our sponsor Nike. We just got.
I mean, dude, I say run it, Nike, bro.
Yeah, dude, Nike should totally endorse.
I
us.
mean, I don't understand what's going on over there, but I know they have the right to do it. I mean, I would never fucking
their marketing
kneel.
campaign's working.
Oh, I meant kneeling at the football shit. What do you guys think about that?
The football shit.
It's hard, dude.
This was my original
That's because
stance.
you got a cop as a dad, so.
When the fucking football games are on Sunday, my dad told me to stand the fuck up, put my hands behind my back, and shut the fuck up, quote unquote. So I did. That's how I was raised. I had a serious issue with it at first because I was like, that's disrespectful. I get it, we fought for freedom, but stand the fuck up for the people that have died in order for you to do that was my thing.
Amen.
But I talked to a lot of Marines and a lot of Special Forces guys. And I'm like, dude, fuck it. They're like, this is what I fight for. Whether I like it or not, they get the right to do that, and I have no say so whether I like it or not.
Personally, I would fucking never kneel at an anthem.
Me either.
No.
You got
But-
me fucked up.
You have the right to do what you want to do. This is fucking America. And the owners have the right to fucking bench your ass if you're gonna fucking do that
Well,
too, because
there's-
it's a private establishment.
It's
And
fact.
it's in the NFL contract. You're required to stand. It's an
That's
actual
just
clause in your
money
contract.
lost is my thing. That's just losing money on TV
It's
shit.
fucking up a lot of business.
However,
Yeah, people.
I'm-
NFL ratings.
I
are
don't
down.
understand the reason why they're doing it, but I respect it and run it.
It was originally for police brutality. Which is why Kaepernick did it.
Like I said, I don't understand, but they're doing it, so obviously they're on some other shit. But I'm not gonna fucking berate a guy for doing what he believes in.
I really had an issue with it though. I did not like it.
No, but I understand the freedom of expression. Where
Right.
it comes from.
I just was like, please do it.
But I
any
understand
other
the
time.
owners getting pissed too, bro. That's fucking costing them some millions.
Hell yes.
Well, now they don't televise the national anthem on the TV.
Yeah.
It's only after everyone comes out and when the game starts because they're like, fine, fuck it. You guys want to do that? We're not even gonna show it, which was smart. But
Still
yeah.
fucked up.
I always was under the thing like, please, do it any other time, please, right after the game. Like I just still not fond of it, but I respect it and I let people do what they want to do.
Of course.
Yeah.
Alright, you got any more yammers? Bigfoot?
Mm,
Ghosts?
Gabe, do you have anything to add until I get to this fucking bomb?
Let's see how much time we've been running.
Nope. Tell you.
We've been at 47, dude. We're kind of
This
killing
will
it.
probably lead us right to the end.
This
Then.
would hit us home. Ghosts.
Mm.
Demons. Spirits.
Mm.
Yeah.
So I guess we should touch upon ghosts real fast first.
Ghost boys.
Um,
Dude, put that away,
Bro, my
buddy.
ear hurts so bad.
so like what I see as ghosts is like I don't know. I feel as though like ghosts are like people who are stuck in limbo between heaven and hell,
Okay.
and don't have a final destination. Their destination's still on this planet. So apparently there was this experiment done in 1911 called the 21 grams experiment.
1911.
No, I mean 1901.
Even worse.
1901,
damn.
dude.
But go on.
Go on.
Well, there was this physician named Duncan MacDougall.
Shout out
He
Duncan.
wanted to see if the soul contained weight. He chose patients who were suffering from physical exhaustion, so they weren't likely to move. In order to measure them
It's the
accurately.
weight of the soul.
Yeah. So yeah. Okay. That's the 21 grams experiment. Anyway, so the results that he found. So he said one person had lost weight, but then put the weight back on. 2 other patients lost weight at death, but a few minutes later lost even more. And then here's where the 21.3 grams comes into play. One patient lost 21.3 grams at the time of death, and never to regain it back. And to kind of put this in perspective, he did this with dogs as well.
Same kind of ratio.
Same. I guess he poisoned dogs basically to see if they had a soul, because he believed that they didn't have a soul, and apparently, none of the dogs had lost weight.
No dogs lost any weight?
No dogs lost weight. So what I was getting at was when I was reading.
Has this ever been recreated in a modern setting?
I don't think it's legal. But
Not the dog part, bro.
No.
Everyone knows all dogs.
No. Even just measuring people.
Yeah, that'd
when
be
they're about to
very
die,
hard
I don't
to
think
do.
it's.
They'd have to be naked
Yeah.
on a scale.
Yeah, it was on a scale. Everything was prepped and shit like that.
In other words, that
They
motherfucker was like, "You about to die."
But they did do an experiment. Scientists did do an experiment about souls leaving the body and taking pictures of the time of death.
That's fake, but go on.
Maybe not. Anyway, what I was getting at, what I wanted to point out is the fact of this limbo situation.
Purgatory.
Yeah, purgatory. Where the soul and the ghost stay in one spot; they don't leave. So, going back to the results. So one patient had lost weight, but then put the weight back on. The person, in ghost terminology, I guess, ascended, came back, said no, or shit like that, and maybe God sorted it out and was like, no, you're going back to Earth, fuck you. And then 2 other patients at death. I guess this doesn't make sense, but it kind of contradicts me. Maybe not really though. 2 other patients lost weight at death, but a few minutes later lost even more weight. I don't know what that could be.
Part of the soul have to get checked into purgatory, and then they're like, "Okay, you're good." And
Yeah.
Could be gases leaving you, bro. I heard it we're like an exhaust.
21 grams.
that's a lot of weight.
That's a lot of weight.
That's
for
an ounce.
air, dude.
I think in weed, 28.4 grams to an ounce. That's like 3/4 an ounce.
Yeah, but like, dude, weighing a gas.
Air.
You know what I mean? Like, gas is.
All right, so you're in this room right now, right?
I bet I could do 21 grams just by going like this.
No way. No way now. No way now. Nope. And mind you, even if it's
Quite a
just
bit of
air, no, there's
Not
no
21
way it's
grams.
21
quite a
grams.
bit of air.
If it was 21 grams, your fucking lung would burst, and that's it.
I need to look this facts up.
That you can look it up. That's a fact. But let's get back to the topic. So, these people were on scales, so shit couldn't be moved around, and the only weight that was being lost is some sort of imaginary weight besides the air. And since air didn't weigh that much, then what the fuck was it? It's, what was the
loss of weight?
what was the loss of weight? So this is where they constitute it as a soul. And then the fact that he did this experiment on dogs and the dogs never lost any weight kind of justified it.
Dude, I don't know. I'm pretty sure dogs have there's ghost dogs for sure.
I've never heard of barking.
No.
You ever heard like a ghost dog, bro, where it's like just barking?
Well, that was just an experiment done. And there's been all these shows of ghost hunters and shit like
Which
that.
I think, okay, so any show where they're chasing a ghost is bullshit.
Bullshit.
What ghost would show themselves on?
If ghosts are real, which I've always been kind of on the fence. You're not
supposed to be on the fence. Though.
You're
It's
not
a
gonna
ghost.
record them, and you're not gonna see them. And you'll see it, but you're not gonna be able to
record
re-show
it,
other
yeah,
people.
exactly.
It's just, I think ghosts are beyond most of our belief, so it doesn't make sense, but it doesn't have to.
I think that's why they call it ghost, because you can't prove the existence of a ghost, or else it wouldn't be a goddamn ghost.
I have an experience.
Yeah, but you can't prove it. Because
No, I
you
can't prove it, but
it.
I'll
That
tell it to
wouldn't
you.
take.
All you have to
it'd be
count
like
on
a
is the
spirit
earnestness
or
of the story and how much you trust that person and their
Of course.
ability to discern.
I'll
fake and real.
tell you, I'm not bullshitting, I wasn't hallucinating or anything like that. So I was sleeping one day in my room, the house that I grew up in, and I woke up, I didn't wake up to anything, but I didn't wake up to anything in particular. There was nothing in my room, my door was closed. So I'm laying in bed, and I woke up to this, something, there was weight at the end of my bed, like someone had just sat on it. Like, someone sits on the end of your bed and you could feel the weight come up. And as soon as I woke up, the weight had shifted and it jumped up. Like it wasn't there anymore, but you could feel it move. Scary shit.
Yeah.
That was one experience. And then I guess I kind of want to get. Do you have any ghost experiences?
I have one. I was young. I was on the top bunk, and I woke up and I was scared. And I was looking at a shadow on my wall, and every time I was talking to it and asking it questions, it was shaking its head yes or no. I add that to me being hysterical as a kid and my mind playing tricks on me. I started screaming for my mom, and she came up to got me. But when I walked downstairs to go into my mom's room, as soon as I looked in her room, there was an old lady wearing a nightgown and a nightcap with glasses on, and she looked at me all surprised, I could see her, and I immediately turned the light on, and she was gone, and I lost it. It was there plain as day. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I told my mom what it looked like, and she's like, "That sounds like your great grandmother." And she showed me a picture of her, and that's for damn sure who it was.
Damn.
So, and I pride myself on supernatural. I go with my head first, and even now telling the story, I'm fairly certain I saw a ghost.
Mm.
Yeah, I
but
mean,
it's hard. It's because I can't prove it one way or another, and that's what fucks
That's
with me.
the ghost part of it, though, because it's a ghost story.
Right.
Yeah, and even my experience with that, I wasn't young. I was an adult at the time, so it was weird because it felt as if. Like you were saying about dogs, it felt as if a dog had hopped up on my bed.
Yeah.
And was just laying there. You could feel the indentation. I don't know if you ever, had someone sit on your bed, let's say your mom or dad sat on
Yeah, you can feel the weight.
You can feel the weight press her down.
Yeah, all day.
And you can feel where it's at when your feet are right next to it.
Yeah.
And then we looked into that. Remember, that's the demon Zaza.
Well, no. We were gonna. Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Whoa.
That's the demon that's there because it happens to everybody when you wake up and either with sleep paralysis or it's there.
I
and
get
it's a
sleep
figure,
paralysis a bunch.
or it's a figure or a presence right when you wake up in the middle of the night. People say it's the demon Zaza.
That's
Goosebumps.
I just got a couple of
And that's from the Lesser Keys of Solomon, the most recognized demonology book about the list of all demons.
Well, I was gonna get into
one
the
too.
sleep paralysis part.
But wait, let me tell you my ghost
Oh,
story.
okay. Go ahead.
So right next to, I used to never believe in ghosts, of course, who would? There's this house, 2 houses down from my house in Capua Beach.
Mm-hmm.
It's all ingrown and gnarled and crazy looking. I would always get the creepiest vibe when I would walk in front of it on the sidewalk. So I would just for no reason, I was like, that's weird. I just don't walking in front of this house. So I'd go around it. My sister, about 2 months later, she's like, yeah, I never walk in front of that house either. I'm like, okay. That's fucking weird too. Because I never talked to her about it. She never talked to me. One day she calls me and her boyfriend are shaking. And I walk into her room. I'm like, yo, what's up? They look pale. They look like they just saw a goddamn ghost. And she's like, hey, we were out there just parking the car. And we saw a girl with no legs floating. And it looked at us and ran that way down the street, and light went on, light went off, light went on, light went off, light went on, light went off, and just ran that way. And we always would park. We're the only parking spots where was across from this fucking house, on our street. So I would always park there. She'd always park there too. On top of that, I've had a friend come pick me up. 2 separate friends said they thought they saw me walk into the car, unlock the door, look back, and there was nothing there.
Nothing there.
I've never seen anything visually, but I've just felt some weird presence a couple times walking
I
around
mean,
the
you was
house.
just feeling with the hairs on the back of your neck and
Yeah,
shit like
buddy.
that. Okay, so let's listen like this. When you get static electricity, right, your hairs stand up. So what I was thinking, and it just came to me, the electric universe. I think, your body is made up of 70% of water. Your body runs on electricity.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe energy, electricity. It's electricity. It's what it is.
Okay.
Maybe that's what it is that leaves your body. It's that electricity. It's the electric impulses that you give out that makes your heart beat, that makes you alive. And when you die, when your heart stops beating and your electricity is gone, it dissipates. It leaves the body, and that corresponds to the universe as well. The electric universe and shit like that. If you ever heard of it, so it envelops it, and maybe that's. And then, like you were saying about the lights going on and off, that could explain the electric fucking.
My sister won't lie to me, bro. But I mean,
I mean, a lot of people say that lights flicker, lights go in and
Dude, they
off.
were pale. They looked like they saw a ghost.
And that's
two
when
other
you-
friends.
And that's what makes you believe in them. When you look at someone, you're like, I know this person, I know their mind, I know how they think, and they're shook.
And they're
Like
not
they're
crazy.
straight,
They're pale.
and you believe. They're like, I don't think like
They
nothing would
outrageous
just scare
things.
you like this. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
It was funny, dude. They're huddled up and like sitting on the bed, bro. White as a ghost. I'm like, let's go fuck with it. And they're like, no.
Yeah. All right, so let's get into fucking sleep paralysis.
Bro, I
There
have
is
that
a
happen to
scientific
me.
reason for that though, which is
I
like
know.
which is
Your body
why-
falls asleep before your mind does.
and that's where like science and ghosts, like that's where I have the disconnect when there can be something explained and then
If you're saying your body falls asleep when
Before your mind
before
falls
your mind
asleep.
does, then how the fuck do you wake up and you can't fucking move?
Because your body's not woken up yet. The chemicals probably tell it move.
And so that's why you see things.
but then like
I've never seen anything in sleep paralysis, and I get it like a bit, dude, like twice a year, and I'm like 24.
and
So,
they've
like, I
said
get
that
it a
like
bunch.
they say it's the demon Zaza that does that, which is why you can't move, and like it's hard to discern like did that come first, and now there's a scientific explanation which is coincidental.
Coincidental.
Well, I have a racy mind, boys. I think I'm more prone to
I
go
mean,
that way.
my experience, and like I told you, I didn't have that sleep paralysis when that shit was there.
Mm.
But my experience with sleep paralysis is my light was on and I was sleeping, but I woke up and my eyes were open. I couldn't move though.
That's fucking freaky.
And when I was, I was like laying on my side towards like the open area of the room, but there was a fucking shadow figure just standing there, with like a mask with like red painted down on it.
That's
It
fucked
just
up.
wasn't moving, and I could not move. And as soon as I fucking closed my eyes and opened them again to scream, like it was gone.
Yeah, and that's what they say Zaza is, because it said like he has a red face or like red hands. It's black and red, which is weird. That's a really odd
And it goes
coincidence.
around the whole fucking world too.
Yeah.
A lot of people from different
cultures.
Cultures.
My friend said he moved to
Different
San
names.
Diego and saw that fucking thing.
but the same story, which
Yeah.
doesn't make sense because how the fuck are these stories gonna line up with one another? But it's a fucking scientific phenomenon.
Yeah,
That
that's
doesn't
weird.
make sense at all.
I think people don't want you thinking, you know.
Ouija boards.
Mm.
Okay, bullshit.
Bullshit.
I say there's probably some maybe truth to it.
No,
I've never played with one though.
because Ouija boards started out as toys. They were made as toys.
There's no inspiration before that
No.
for the damn toy.
No, and that's the thing. So, like, I'm really into anything the occult, Satanism, Luciferianism, everything evil I like.
Mm.
Ouija boards are bullshit. It's not a real conduit to make contact and bridge the spirit world. It's totally made up. You know what I mean? And that's why when people are like, oh, dude, it moved. You're full of shit.
I thought you were supposed to like light candles and summon them.
Right, but you don't use a Ouija board to do that. Like, you don't need a Ouija board. If you do it the right way, which I've never fully 100% tried, because that's a whole different conversation.
And we're getting short on time.
Relax.
You're fucking with things that people don't. Understand them, I think, to the best of my ability, and way more than I think normal people. And I've made the decision, like, I don't think it's a good idea. Because there's a lot of requirements if you want to.
Yeah, it was a patent for a game.
Yeah, if you want to get in contact with the dead, there's a lot of shit's got to be in check, or that's how people get possessed, I think.
And that's where I was gonna get into poltergeist.
So I've read the Necronomicon, and a lot of people say it's bullshit. That to me is the most evil thing I've ever read. It's the book that is in The Evil Dead, the movie. They reference it, but the Necronomicon came first, and then the movie made it popular. The way that book is written, there's something about that book, man. I remember reading it, and dude, the weirdest thing would happen. I'd read for like 20 minutes, and I couldn't read anymore. My head would start thumping, and I just had to put it down. I could only read it for 20 minutes at a time, for no apparent reason, all the time.
What's
And
it called?
What was
The
it about?
Necronomicon.
What was it about?
It's all about, it's a crazy perspective about the devil, gods, and it pretty much contradicts anything anyone knows about religion. Because it has stuff about like the Sumerians in there. It has the dead language of Sumerian in there and tells you how to speak it. And that's the language you're supposed to use if you want to make contact with the dead. But dude, it's an insane process to even get there. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous.
I'm sure it just takes the right intention, then you could do it.
Well, no, but the thing is, if you fuck up one part of it, that's how you get possessed. And that's why it makes sense. All these kids are trying.
I think you have to be very weak in soul and spirit to
Well, they say if you're going to do it, you should be fully mentally competent. You should not be under the influence of drugs. You shouldn't have used drugs or drank alcohol within 30 days. You should not have eaten meat the week before, and you should not have eaten the day of. It should be done at a specific time. It should be done with a watcher spell put in place, basically a being to watch your soul.
Protection spell.
Right, the protection spell to watch your body, your physical body, while your spirit goes into basically the spirit realm, and tons of other things in place. It's not supposed to be easy, which is why if nobody's done it, it's because they haven't done that correctly. And the way the book's written, it's super old, dude. It's so old. It took me over a year to read the fucking book because I just couldn't get through it, and I wanted to, and I was like, dude, this happens every time. And it was just some weird feeling. I was like, dude, I feel like I'm not supposed to be reading this book. And when I ordered it, it took 3.5-4 months to get there.
Oh, wow.
I forgot I ordered the fucking thing. I just, like, totally forgot about it. And I was like,
oh, this thing.
and I was like, fuck. Okay.
Okay.
Dude, it's dealing with evil stuff like that. Like,
I say buck up, but whatever.
even me, dude, and you guys know me,
Scary.
it doesn't scare me. It's because I'm cool. I'm down with demons. Demons love me. I'm down with the devil. We're straight in that book, and I still wouldn't fuck with it.
I always thought I'm just so good
Well,
that
I
they
mean,
just
it's
came to be
messing
around
with-
me because I'm flexing so hard.
It's messing with power you don't understand.
Right. And because the way they tell it is that, like, okay, so you do everything. You finally get everything in place you need to get in place. You say this incredibly difficult dead language to bring.
Well, that just seems
spell.
crazy pills. That's just what it seems like.
Well, but isn't religion?
Yeah,
It's
but
equally as.
It's equally as good. But dude, you're talking to guys who, I think religion's just to control people. Honestly,
I think it is too, but I think there once was a time where ancient
I think
evil
there's a time
stuff
where
was in the world,
Yeah.
and I truly believe that. And dude, it's like when you do it, you're supposed to be bowed down and laying down, and as you speak it, as soon as you finish it, you instantly enter the spirit realm, and everything in the spirit realm starts trying to attack you. So instantly you hear like basically hell. You get shakes talking about it, bro. Everything's
I can feel
screaming
your
at
shakes,
you.
bro.
It's
I'm getting
like
my hair's coming up.
it's like fiendish, and if you look up, you're done. You're possessed instantly. It's like it's just test after test. You have to wait until a bright white light comes upon you.
Why would you
And
even
then
want to
you're
do
good.
that though?
Because they say in this book there's 7 levels to the spirit realm. If you complete a level, if you get to the 3rd level, basically you can become invisible and shape time. But the trick is, if you enter any of these realms, you will eventually one day get possessed, because you progressively stronger and stronger demons and entities are aware that you're learning things you're not supposed to know. So they'll constantly try to possess you and attack you, so you end up killing yourself. That's why the story's based off the Mad Arab. He got stuck on the 4th level and decided to stop because he got the powers he wanted. But then he ended up killing himself and going insane, and it's like his last testimonies are in there too. If you get to all 7 levels, you end up dying and sacrificing yourself, and you become a god.
What do you get to do if you're a god? Fuck bitches all day?
Anything you
Cocaine?
want.
You're a god.
You're a god.
So president of the world.
You could basically, that's the thing, you could come back. You have endless power, but it's even that. I've read it, and dude, I'm the first one to call bullshit on stuff, and there's something about it, man.
I mean, we want to believe in this cool stuff.
I
As
don't.
humans, like, we want there to be something more than just boring life.
I don't
Like,
know. As
I
humans, think
entertain the
I think
deep.
we're skeptical about a lot of things
You know me, like I
I
carved
want-
upside down crosses in me
until you actually
Yeah,
have
but dude,
experience.
that's just
with
for
it.
fun.
Until you actually have experience.
because I hated that shit. It was absolute bullshit to me.
I feel as though until you actually have experiences with it, you're not interested. It's not relevant.
I'm
That's true.
interested. It's just like I don't want to be a hoper. I want to be a knower. In the sense of like
Well, that's where the faith comes into play.
I
I
like
didn't
to
try it.
I like to live my life thinking there's like really ghosts and there's really all this
Well,
stuff.
I mean-
but somewhere in the back of my mind's like, bro.
Well, I mean, even
Spirit.
going back, like this story of like spirits and ghosts, like go back, thousands of years from
Yeah,
the
all day.
Bible to Homer's fucking Odyssey and Iliad to fucking Shakespeare's Macbeth. Like it goes back. Like this shit is not new. Like,
Which is odd. I don't know why people would just make up.
these things. Like,
No, I know.
and then
But,
people
you
who
know.
have no knowledge of such works and the ideas of it have these experiences.
And it keeps repeating throughout time. Like you were gonna bring up the Salem witch trials. That stuff's weird because the first ones happened in 1235 in France. And then it started happening everywhere. Switzerland, Germany,
Spain.
Italy, Spain. But they were
US.
hundreds of years apart. There wasn't that sharing of information. And just the creepy, unexplainable similarities that otherwise there's no rational way that those things are that similar. Other than it just makes no sense.
Like exorcisms and shit.
Not even. It just talks about like certain witches that were interviewed basically before they were about to be burned. Some of them confessed under torture exactly what they did. Some did not and it confessed the exact same things. But they're hundreds of years apart in totally different parts of the world that the others didn't
No
even know
knowledge
existed.
of it. No knowledge of it.
Which is, that shit's weird. That to me is
It's
fucking
like they're the
creepy.
same witch, just in a different person.
Or it's just the same evil things they were worshiping and getting the same results. Because it all goes back to like real witchcraft, not the shit that you guys think. Like dig up unbaptized babies and boil them.
Witchcraft and warlords. What should we call this episode?
Probably
Oh, we'll figure it out.
something crazy. Because I don't know, dude. Like I have that book,
So we
The Black
spent a
Arts.
solid 20 on the undead.
Yeah, and dude, you could go on forever.
Oh,
I
ever.
know. I'm just worried about my goddamn gigabytes.
Fuck your gigabytes. That's why you got an external hard drive, Doug.
It's at my house in Capitol.
But I don't know, dude. We could talk about this forever because this is something that I don't give a lot of thought to because my
One of these
rational
days
brain.
we have
and
to
my,
do a pure.
Yeah. But I don't know who I'd want to bring on to talk about this. It's not me.
No, I mean,
To be honest, I know
we have
it's
to do a
conceited.
pure religion ghost Illuminati episode.
We should just do a straight religion because,
Or straight supernatural.
yeah.
You know,
So,
everything in there.
I think in the comments, please, if you got ghosts, ghost stories, proof, anything, I want to find out.
Yeah, let us know.
If you got
Let us know if
evil
you got a
dark
ghost
powers,
story.
Fuck, dude.
Talk to me.
If you
I
could be
will hear
invisible, run it,
Wanna
dude.
know.
If you're on level 4,
Right.
you.
run
Hit
it
me
over
up.
here. Like,
Stop
hit me
time
up.
and jump into the room,
Let me
please.
know.
suck me off, dude.
All right, so
Suck me off.
before you do this, Wyland, since he so rudely
I know.
ended it last time, you
What the
fucking
fuck,
dick.
man?
How are we gonna end this shit?
This is episode 4
This is a black screen. You don't even know what I'm doing.
of Coast Connect. You're walking over there. Stop it mid sentence. That's what you're doing. This is episode 4 of Coast Connect. Anybody that joined in to watch or listen, thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
We love doing this, even though if no one else does, we're still gonna keep doing it.
Of course.
So once again,
We-
I am G Money,
Niels McGee.
Young Hurt.
and thank you guys. We'll catch you on Friday.
Peace out.
Yo, vote Kanye in the fucking